Hello friends, this will be last lecture of our third unit, steam and gas power plants of power plant engineering. Okay, so let's see some advantages of gas turbine power plant. Uh, Warm up time. Once the turbine is brought up to rated speed by starting the motor and fuel is ignited, the gas turbine will accelerate to full load without warming up. Then maintenance and construction cost is less than the thermal or diesel power plant. Low weight to size, that is the weight of the gas turbine per kilowatt output is low, which is a favorable feature in all vehicles. Then fuel flexibility. Any hydrocarbon fuel from high octane gasoline to heavy diesel oil and pulverized coal can be used efficiently. And fluor space and lubrication, because of its small size, the fluor space requirement is less and lubrication of component is also easy. Then high efficiency, suitable blade cooling permit use of high gas turbine inlet temperature yielding high thermal efficiency around 30 to around 30%. Okay, then startup and shutdown. A gas turbine plant can be started up as well as shut down very quickly. Thus suitable for peak load demand for certain region. Combined cycle mode. A gas turbine power plant can be used in conjunction with a bottoming steam plant in combined cycle mode to yield overall fuel efficiency of about 55%. The requirement of water is very less compared to an equivalent steam or thermal power. So, there is not any restriction in installation of gas turbine plant as disposal. Okay, so efficiency can be improved up to 55%. The requirement of water is very less compared to an equivalent steam or thermal power plant, we can say. Then, uh, so there is no any restriction in installation of gas turbine power plant. Ash disposal. In thermal power station, ash disposal from site poses serious problem. This is not so in gas turbine power plant. Transmission losses, it can be located in the load center itself. Therefore, transmission losses is minimal. Installation cost is less compared to thermal plant. Only foundation is required. The plant comes from the factory to site almost fully assembled. Low capital cost. The capital cost per kilowatt is considerably less than a thermal plant. Then disadvantages of a gas turbine power plant. Part load efficiency is less. Some disadvantages of this gas turbines are uh, part load efficiency is less, highly sensitive to component efficiency like compressor and turbine efficiency. The efficiency depend upon atmospheric condition like temperature and pressure. High rate air is required to limit the maximum gas turbine inlet temperature. As a result, exhaust loss is high. Large compressor work is required, which tells upon efficiency of the plant. High quality air and gas filter required so that no dust enter causes corrosion on turbine blade. Life of plant is limited. Requirement of special method and alloys for different component of the plants. A special cooling method required for cooling turbine blade so that we will not decrease in efficiency of this gas turbine. Major field of application of gas are aviation, power generation, oil and gas industry and marine propulsion. let's see maintenance procedure of the component of gas turbine power plant. Okay. uh, Maintenance cost and machinability availability are two of the most important concerns to a gas turbine equipment. Therefore, a well thought out maintenance program that reduces the cost while increasing equipment availability should be instituted. For this maintenance program to be effective, it should be developed a general understanding of the relationship between the operating plans and priorities for the plants, the skill level of operating and maintenance personnel, and all equipment manufacturers' recommendation regarding the number and type of inspections, spare parts, planning, and other major factors affecting component life and proper operation of the equipment. The gas is designed to withstand severe duty and to be maintained one side, which offsite repair required only one certain combustion component. Hot gas path parts and rotor assemblies need specialized shop services. The following features are designed into gas turbine to facilitate on-site maintenance. Okay, that means we need very high skilled operator as well as the machinability, or we can say the availability of the component. Okay, which are of special type, and the vendor companies must also make all the required part easily or regularly, so that maintenance procedure will not take place or will not take longer time, and our plant will be put into the operation easily. So all casing, shields and frames are split on machine horizontal center line. Upper hull may be lifted individually for access to internal parts. Key inspection and maintenance areas for casings are bolt holes, sprout pins, and bore scope holes in the turbine shell. Compressor stator hooks, turbine shell shroud hooks, compressor discharge case, struts and inner barrel bores, inlet case and bearing, surface hooks, inlet case and exhaust frame, gibs and trunnions and extraction manifold for foreign objects should be inspected and clean. Okay, next one is compressor part. With upper half compressor casing removed, all stationary vane can be slid circumferentially out of the casing for inspection or replacement without rotor removal. Compressor condition and performance maintenance and operating cost are also influenced by the quality of the air that the turbine consumes. In addition to negative effect of airborne contaminants on hot gas path component, contaminants such as dust, salt, and oil can cause compressor blade erosion, corrosion, and fouling. Fouling can be caused by submicron dirt particles entering the compressor as well as from ingestion of oil, vapor, smoke, and industrial vapors. Corrosion of compressor bladings cause pitting of the blade surface, which in addition to increase the surface roughness also serves a potential site for fatigue crack initiation. Okay, this surface roughness and blade contour changes will decrease compressor airflow efficiency, which in turn reduce the gas turbine output and overall thermal efficiency. Generally, axial flow compressor deterioration is the major cause of loss in gas turbine output and efficiency. Recoverable losses. Recoverable losses attributed to compressor blade fouling typically account for 70 to 85% of the performance losses seen. Compressor fouling, to the extent that airflow is reduced by 5%, will reduce output by 8% and increase heat rate by up to 3%. Therefore, this when this fouling or entering of smoke or different industrial particle, okay, is not desirable. Fortunately, much can be done through proper operation and maintenance procedure, both to minimize fouling type losses and to limit the deposit of corrosive elements. Compressor wash system are available to maintain the compressor efficiency by washing the compressor while at load before significant fouling has occurred. Offline compressor wash system are used to clean heavily fouled compressor. Other procedures include maintaining the inlet infiltration system. Casing part gas turbine have inlet compressor, compressor discharge, and turbine cases in addition to exhaust frame. Inner barrel are typically attached to the compressor discharge case. These cases provide the primary support for the bearings, rotor, and gas path. The exterior of all casing should be visually inspected for cracking, loose hardware, and casing slippage at each combustion hot gas path and major outage. The interior of all casing should be inspected whenever possible. The level of the outage determine which casing interior are accessible for visual inspection. Bore scope inspection are recommended for the inlet cases, compressor cases, and compressor discharge cases during gas path bore scope inspection. All interior case surface should be visually inspected during a major outage. Turbine part, which is to be maintained with the upper half of the turbine shell lifted. Each half of the first stage nozzle assembly can be removed for inspection, repair, or replacement without rotor removal. On some units, upper half large stage nozzle assemblies are lifted with the turbine shell also for allowing inspection and or removal of the turbine buckets. All turbine buckets are moment weighted and computer charted in sets for rotor spool assembly so that they may be replaced without the need to remove or replace the rotor. All turbine blades buckets are moment rotor assembly. Uh, all bearing housing and liners are split on the horizontal center line so that they may be inspected and replaced when necessary. The lower half of the bearing liner can be removed without removing the rotor. Okay, then all seals and shaft packings are separated from the main bearing housing and casing structure and may be readily removed and replaced on most design. Fuel nozzle, combustion linear, liners, and flow sleeves can be removed for inspection, maintenance, or replacement without lifting any casing. All major accessories, including filters and coolers, are separate assemblies that are readily accessible for inspection or maintenance. They may also be individually replaced as necessary. Casing can be inspected during any outage or any shutdown when the unit enclosure is cool enough for safe entry. The exterior of the inlet, compressor case, compressor discharge case, turbine case, and exhaust frame can be inspected during any outage or period when the enclosure is accessible. The interior surface of these cases can be inspected to various degrees depending on the type of outage performed. All interior surface can be inspected during a major outage when the rotor has been removed. Exhaust diffuser can be inspected during any outage by entering the diffuser through the stack access door. The flow path surface, flex seal, and other flow path hardware can be visually inspected with or without use of gyroscope. Diffuser can be weighed repaired without the need of remove the exhaust frame upper half. Inlet can inspect during any outage or shutdown. Okay, then rotor parts. Deassembly and inspection of all rotor components is required when the accumulated rotor start or hovers reach the inspection limit. Rotor that are cooled when the startup commences experience transient thermal stresses as the turbine is brought in operation. After a shutdown, turning of the warm rotor is essential to avoid bow or bend in the rotor. Initiating a start with the rotor in a bowed condition could lead to high vibrations and excessive revs. Okay, so this was the maintenance procedure for gas turbines. Okay, now here we ends our chapter or third unit, that is steam and gas power plant, in which we studied steam power plant and gas turbine power plant. In steam power plant, we saw steam power plants introduction, component, advantages, and limitations. Then fuel handling system in power plant, like types and component, electrostatic precipitation, control system of power plant elements, then types, desirable characteristic, then steam temperature control, then feed water control, and pressure control also. Different pressure control devices we have seen, and different component, and that is accessories we have seen. Then maintenance procedure of major component of steam power plant. Okay, maintenance. Then gas turbine power plant, open and closed cycle with constant pressure gas turbine power plant. Component of gas turbine power plant method to improve the thermal efficiency of and a simple efficiency of a open cycle constant pressure gas turbine power plant. Then advantages of gas turbine power plant over others, and maintenance procedure of component of gas turbine power plant. Okay, this was the uh, total overview of this third unit. uh, I am giving you some problems, so try to solve this. uh, okay, draw the general layout of thermal power plant, then explain the various system in thermal power plant, state the various steps involved in cold handling in thermal power plant, state the advantages and disadvantages of thermal power plant, explain with sketch bed conveyor, screw conveyor, bucket elevators, grab bucket elevators. Then next one is describe pulverized fuel handling unit system and state its advantages and disadvantages. Explain in general procedure for boiler safety and maintenance in thermal power plants. Then explain maintenance procedure of economizer in thermal power plant. Explain maintenance procedure of air preheater in thermal power plant. Then describe steam turbine maintenance parameter. Describe maintenance procedure for compressor part used in gas turbine power plant. Describe maintenance procedure for gas turbine part used in gas turbine power plant. Then justify necessity of maintenance in gas turbine power plant. Next one is name the different element of gas turbine power plant and explain the combustion chamber, and draw a labeled sketch of a closed cycle gas turbine power plant. State the function of heat exchanger and state the advantages of closed cycle gas turbine. Compare closed cycle and open cycle gas turbine. So all these are the questions that you have to overlook, or which may be for 4 marks. Okay, let me tell you some more. Explain axial flow compressor with neat sketch, then explain plate fin type generator. These are the questions that may be asked in the exam. Okay, draw labeled sketch of tubular annular combustion chamber and describe it. Classify gas turbine power plant. Describe the method of reheating in gas turbine power plant with the help of flow diagram and TS diagram. Explain the intercooling in the gas turbine power plant and how it affects the thermal efficiency. Explain regeneration method to improve thermal efficiency of a gas power plant. Okay, try to solve these questions by studying our lectures. So let's stop today here. Okay, thank you. The next, by the way, our next unit is uh, recovery, code generation, and fry generation. Okay, that means we have to see how this steam generated is to be utilized for different purposes. Okay, that we are going to see in this particular unit. Okay, up till then, thank you.